me get a little done.
So crazy.
4 so far. Cool. See that? One part of that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
And you see your what was the plugin you used to you see the sample?
Oh, okay, yeah.
We could probably play around with that as well,
Alright, then.
just to make it a bit more entertaining.
Cool.
Oh, let's get busy. Was it a kick?
Yeah, that's from what project did we do that in?
What? But I think we saved it though.
Yeah.
We saved it like as a we bounced it out and saved it as a kick, innit?
Yeah.
I say for one of them, one or two of them, that section should use like a slightly different kick.
Okay, can try that.
So basically, it's not all. See what I mean? One at a time. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you could even add like, what was that kick you had? Like a bunch of bass.
Oh, with a bit of sub on the bottom.
Yeah. That's all right.
Take a bit of
what was the one underneath? The one beneath it. Got? You see that one?
Try that one, yeah?
Yeah.
A bilingual rapper, songwriter. That's part of this local collective, and I'm just trying to make wavy music. At school, now from school, used to go to the after school youth club, done a few bits and bobs for the music program there. That carried that on through sixth form. Then I went to uni, bought my own equipment, started fiddling around in my room. Had like a makeshift studio, it wasn't really a studio. Used to open my cupboard, I put like a microphone there, and use a sock as a pop short. First of all, it's a lot better. Everything is, from like the rapping to the production to the mixing, mastering. I would say now I've got much more of a, not niche, but I've got more of an individualistic kind of sound that matches what I like to make. I would say that. Also, from now, such a long time ago, it's like the process now is so much different. Like the way that I create music now, I can say now there's a level of expertise attached to it. So from putting lyrics together, I don't actually, like, for example, I don't rap my lyrics anymore because when I used to write them down, it used to take away from the performance on the mic. It would sound like I was reading. Whereas now, because I'm solely focusing on performing on the microphone, I'm able to get the best takes as possible. Always, I prefer to build. It's my way. I just feel like we're making like a record. It's not me rapping over a beat. Don't get me wrong. On many occasions, someone can pass you a beat, and you can just shell, and it can just be a hit. Happens all the time. But sometimes I just prefer to make it more distinctive, so it matches my way of rapping so that way we can really find a way to fit into the pockets of X, Y, Z. I just prefer to build. It's more my thing. But there's a mixture of both. There could be times where there's an idea that's there and we work off the idea and we build on that some more. So basically a mixture of both. For me, I'll probably say something that used to happen a lot, overthinking the process and also thinking too much about releasing the music. Like there's a lot of times where you start thinking, obviously it's so important having the press, having the blogs picking it up, all that kind of stuff, but then when you do that too much, sometimes it puts it out of your control, to the sense where because you're waiting on them to fit around their schedule, that could push you back 3-4 weeks, all these kind of things. But at the end of the day, good music's going to travel anyway, so it's more or less not really relying on that so much, like building it from the ground up, and then the blogs will come pick you up anyway, regardless. So that's the process I try to go from now. It's like I don't write them down.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So it's like it's more of a thing where we'll make something now. It just could be a drum pattern. I'm gonna start with a vibe. Then kind of hum out like some sort of melody, whatever. Just and then from there, like you just keep adding words. But you keep adding words, keep adding to the vibe. So it's like it's a constant pattern that you keep on adding something on top of it. So it's like reciting the alphabet basically. I'll be like A, B, A, B, C, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E. So that's just the way, literally adding. Next thing you know, you go 16, 30, 24 bars, because you just keep adding to the same pattern. And because you're always starting from the top and adding on top of it, basically it's helping you memorize it. So by the time you put your 16 together, you've already recited it like 25 times already. You get what I mean? So by the time, if I tell you to recite a sentence 25 times, it's very likely you remember it. At the same time, I think that helps me with my memory as well in general. I'm here slowly, told me she heard my music from one of her homies. I tried to be a nuisance. Right now she felt lonely. Started cutting that lifestyle, even though she don't know me. Crazy. I was waving at time, quick motion of mansion. I'm here slowly. Told me she heard my music. Is it from the top? Literally just a case of like living. If you see the ups in the beginning, if you read those, just don't have that. Words for music, what are we doing? Probably be working, I suppose. Some sort of work. Don't know which one. Like I try to do as many things as possible. Like I know that people say try to focus on weight growth. I do focus. I've got like my priorities, but I'm the kind of guy that's like I'm gonna try to do a million things until 2 or 3 to make me a million. You know what I mean? That's like that's the way I look at it. Let's do as much as possible. There's just a low averages. The more you do, the more likely something's gonna pop. But yeah, I've never. As of recently, I've like left like the office job because it was just didn't really have enough time to make the music I wanted to. So for me, as long as I give this a proper go, I don't think I'm gonna fail. But say I fail or I don't achieve what I want to achieve, at least I can look my kids in the eyes and tell them like, yo, I've tried it, and here's the proof that I really tried. So whatever you want to do, you go ahead and give it a proper shot. Definitely when I was like in Dubai, I performed on the main stage for like in front of like maybe 5,000-6,000 people. Some of them singing along to the words. It's just crazy to think like, wow, like I can really do this. I mean, so I was like I basically shared a stage with like people on the top of the pile. So basically open for like Skepta. Share the stage with Stormzy. Share the stage with Sims. It's like cool. Like we're on the same. We're performing in front of the same people in the same venue. You know what I mean? So it's like to some degree makes me realize like, yeah, this is where I belong. I've always said that like over the years, adding more substance to your music anyway has made me realize that like certain things, I'm not able to say certain things to people, but I can actually say it in a song. So for me, it's like my way of expressing myself without the hassle of like having to say 500 words to an individual. I don't really like talking to people I'm not talking to strangers. Not strangers, but like talking too much annoys me. Saying like I have to explain myself too much, like whilst I'm doing, I'll be like, what on earth am I still explaining myself? Like, what's wrong with me? So I'd rather just run it through the music. And two, like there's a feeling, if you're really passionate about something, when like you hear something like a new tune crew by anyone, it's just like the feeling that it gives me, it's like I'm not gonna get it from anywhere else.
She eyed me up slowly, told me she heard my music from one of her homies. She ain't trying to be a nuisance, but right now she felt lonely. Started telling me her lifestyle, even though she don't know me. Yeah, I was whipping out of town, quick motion, a mansion. She was giving me the eyes, I was chilling with a mandem. Controller came on, cut that was an anthem. Glad she called me by herself, she knows that I'm frank within sanction. Hey, this mama see her, she started breathing like she had a seizure. Temperatures rising, they're way off the meter. You're way too hot, man, you must have a fever. Ain't got a fever, you ain't got one either. Can tell you Ramona, but your name is Lisa. She will remember my name, remember my game, even after smoking amnesia. Hey, again. Yeah, ain't much I can say now. Dark skinned girl with a pretty nice face is my weakness. Love, I ain't trying to keep it on the low. Hey, real talk might leave me speechless. Pretty nice face is my weakness. Love, I ain't trying to keep it on the low. Yeah, real talk might leave me speechless. Not much I can say now. Know you running game, but I ain't trying to play now. Been after smoking amnesia, hey. Leaving after smoking amnesia, hey. Box braids with the edges laid is my weakness. Dark skinned girl with a pretty nice face is my weakness. Love, I ain't trying to keep it on the low. Yeah, real talk might leave me speechless. Not much I can say now. Know you running game, but I ain't trying to play now. Gonna keep this. You're my weakness. Play now. Yeah, I'm trying. Go again. Leave me speechless. You're my weakness. Cool. That's it. So yeah, one snare, two snares, and then we'll go.